All right, welcome back to Sunrise, where the fun rise and fun never stops. It is 6:18 on this here Friday morning, and it is that time of the morning when we make way for the headlines with my co-host, Teeks of the Weeks. Hello, Teeks. What's going on today?
Hello, Yendi Dennis. Like, you gave me a Dennis vibe there. I like it.
I tried. I channeled my inner Uncle Dennis.
Did you? It worked. It worked. Great morning again. All right, we're going to jump right into the headlines this morning. Let's do it. Attempted robbery foiled at Constant Spring tax office. Police are investigating the circumstances under which an elderly couple was almost robbed by armed men in the parking lot of the Constant Spring tax office yesterday afternoon. The incident that sent many customers and nearby students scampering fortunately didn't end in bloodshed. The suspects, however, escaped the crime scene only a stone's throw from commercial centers, restaurants, and prominent all-girls high schools, stuff like that. Alleged eyewitnesses were few and silent, some hiding from the lens of our cameras for fear of being targeted by the gunmen who CVM News understands managed to escape. Though terrified, some women off camera were saying that this is the reality within which many must live, adding there was not much to do but to take cover. I just cannot imagine going to renew your registration or going to do some business at the tax office and gunshots rain. Like, I think that is wild.
I remember a time when these types of things only happened in nightfall.
Right?
Like the brazenness of it is a bit alarming.
Absolutely.
Middle of the day, broad daylight, tons of people around you.
Tons of people around.
It's really brazen.
It is.
But here's my question. I often wonder, is it just an act of being, inconsiderate and just anything anybody has, you want it for yourself, or is it desperation? I often wonder what leads to something like that, because it's a crazy decision.
I feel like there's no blanket answer for something like that.
Yeah.
I think that, and Dennis would, I'm sure, have very strong opinions on it, but I don't think that I would say every situation is because people just greedy and they need to learn how, or every situation is just desperation. It's people who just need and they don't have. I don't think so. I think it's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
But either way, there must be another way. An elderly couple at the tax office trying to conduct business, it cannot be that the option is to take. And from the elderly, from women, from children at churches, there were some things that used to be off limits.
They were once off limits, once off limits.
It's everything now is just a free-for-all. It's interesting. It shows a real change in the times.
And concerning.
Very
and really concerning. I would love to tap into the mindset that does something like this. I would love to tap into that and see what we can do to shift the mindset where certain things you just do, certain lines you can't cross. Yeah. But thankfully, no lives lost.
No lives lost.
Nobody hurt.
Nobody got, hurt. And hopefully those criminals can be apprehended so that we can get some peace.
In this day and age with all the cameras around, I'm hoping that there is some footage that we have that we can just...
As well as, Yendi, there are people who know exactly who did it and when they did it and how they did it and where they did it and why they did it, and we're just hoping, just come forward.
Just come forward, do the right thing.
Do the right thing, come forward, right?
Yeah.
Next, FID will look at Integrity Commission report. This has been in the news for a bit. The Financial Investigations Division, FID, has not ruled out a probe of the funding and operations of companies linked to Prime Minister Andrew Holness. In a late evening news release on Thursday, the FID said it had received a communication from the Integrity Commission on September 19, 2024, and the contents will be analyzed in accordance with the legislations that govern the FID's functions. The IC, in its report on the Prime Minister's statutory declarations for the years 2019 to 2022, recommended that the FID, Tax Administration Jamaica, and the Financial Services Commission take a closer look at the transactions and dealings of 3 companies linked to Holness. The transactions amount to more than $470 million. So a lot of back and forth on this. A lot of people have different opinions on this, but that is what is happening as of right now.
Yeah, there is a school of thought that says the report was tabled It determined that there is no illicit enrichment, so let's put it to bed. And then there's a school of thought that says, but hold on, if there is still a question mark, further probing needs to be done. Then there's an additional school of thought that says so much money, so much of taxpayers' money has been spent on this, and it's not, the findings are not alarming. Then there's others who say, no, but once you're in public office, you're held to a higher standard, and we must dig and must probe. So lots of opinions on both sides. Let's see what the outcome is.
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, we'll see the wheels continue to turn, so we'll just see where they lead us, right?
Yeah. I find the timing very interesting, though, I must say. The timing is very interesting considering that we're on the brink of a general election. I find it very interesting.
And I'm not, let's go to the Feel Good Friday headline. How about that? The annual Hues of Blue Scholarship fundraiser is happening this Saturday. You might be saying, what is that? So this is a signature event where the achievements of scholars at the Howard University are highlighted and funds are raised for their continued education. The organization is thrilled to celebrate their accomplishments as the stories behind the students' successes provide inspiration for all of us. 25 J1 scholars were awarded $102,000 this year, including their 2 inaugural Bancroft Gordon Scholars. This brings the total scholarships awarded to 89, with $356,000 distributed. It's not too late to donate and attend the event for this year, as the Hues of Blue is happening this Saturday, which is what, tomorrow? Tomorrow, at 5:30 p.m. in Chevy Chase, Maryland. The residence of the Jamaican ambassador by the poolside. It sounds lovely, right? So why not just go purchase a ticket, man, and get to, you know, firsthand see the numerous lives the organization has impacted, and head on over to their website, www.jhuan, so that's JHUAN.org/Hues of Blue, or click on the ticket link in their bio to purchase. My brother went to Howard University. My cousins went to Howard University. All the Howardarians. Howardites.
Howard alum, yeah. My very close friend Anne-Marita is also a Howard alum.
See?
And I tell you something, their alum is strong. And proud, but you know.
No, I can see some Jamaicans like just jumping on a plane and say, what, Howard having something? I'm there. Tomorrow I'm there. So yeah, it's a great cause to support, and we love when, you know, helping people to get the education that they want, helping people to get to those places in the future that they want. It's a beautiful thing. So we love to see it.
What I also love to see is how our diaspora continues to support our own, or their own. You know, so you have Jamaicans who are heading to Howard, who need financial support, and they're just like, oh, this is what we're doing. Let's do it. We have you back. So you're a Howard alum and you're Jamaican, we got you, you know?
I love it.
It's a really nice thing to see how we all, they come together as a community.
And you know, I have found that Jamaicans are very strongly aligned with their high schools and universities, more so than I found with like my North American friends. Because I went to college overseas, and I wouldn't say that I'm like gung-ho for my college, you know, but Jamaicans, I don't know, we have a thing, like Wilmot's greatest school of all time.
I'm sorry, St. Andrew High would like a word.
Agikwadagis, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Life more abundant, John 10 verse 10.
You know what? That's all the time we have for in the headlines. So after the break, we'll have you laughing until, well, we'll try to have you laughing.
Actually, I have a question. Is your school ranked in the top 3 in the country? Oh, no, that would be mine.
I wonder if you know that Wilmot's is definitely in the top 3 to 5. You didn't know that?
Well,
can we go?
Unfortunately, there isn't a medal for 5th place. I love being on the podium.
We're going to make you laugh till you wake up your neighbors. Stick and safe or react. We'll be right back. It's more sunrise. Why you leave my school alone?
Hey, I didn't.
I think we're